At the end of the first night of WWE WrestleMania 41, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman shocked the world by joining forces. In a triple threat match, forces faced off against Roman Reigns and CM Punk. The action started when the Wiseman dropped both the official Total Control and the voice of the voiceless. The Visionary then connected with a curb stomp, pinning Roman to win. Since becoming the tribal chief character, Roman rarely loses a pinfall match. In this article, we'll examine 3 possible explanations for his pinfall loss at WrestleMania 41, with the third one setting up a match between Reigns and Seth Rollins after the show. One possible explanation for Roman Reigns' pinfall loss at the show of shows could be that Seth Rollins was trying to set up a feud between the two stars after WrestleMania 41. Rollins had already offered Reigns a reunion with the Shield during the triple threat match, but the head of the table turned him down. 2. To put Roman Reigns on hiatus after WrestleMania 41. At this time, there is no advertising for Reigns to appear on Raw or SmackDown following WrestleMania 41. That it has been suggested that WWE might be planning to take a break from the former undisputed champion since Roman took the pinfall loss at the Showcase of the Immortals. This would explain why Triple H wanted Reigns to do it instead of CM Punk. CM Punk headlined WrestleMania for the first time this year, and losing by pinfall in his debut at Mania didn't deter him from making an even more intriguing entrance in his next appearance. Seems like a promising path for Punk, which may shed light on Roman Reigns' pinfall defeat. Given Reigns' already superstar status, and the fact that this was the first major event bout featuring the world's finest, a pinfall loss won't affect his momentum. Even fans on the internet feel that the OTC may have consented to take the loss. At WrestleMania 41 on Saturday, the previous undisputed WWE champion lost by pinfall. Paul Heyman's premeditated betrayal was a brilliant manipulation in the final moments of the battle. The betrayal by Heyman, who handed Punk a steel chair, but then hit him so hard that he was incapacitated, allowed Rollins to capitalize on the situation and secure the pinfall over Reigns. This move not only helped Rollins win, but it also showed that Heyman was trying to change the power dynamics in WWE by teaming up with Rollins. By aligning himself with a superstar who was expected to spearhead the next era, Heyman made sure that his impact and relevancy would be unrivaled. 2. The climax of an epic feud between Rollins and Reigns having Reigns take the pinfall is a smart reset that opens the road for fresh storylines. New rivalries and character arcs can be explored through WWE. This setback gives Reigns the chance to explore other sides of his character, like becoming a character looking for redemption or reinventing himself. It also opens the door for up-and-coming superstars to shine, which challenges the established order and adds new energy to WWE storytelling. Lastly, a complex decision involving character arcs, long-term storytelling, and strategic planning culminated in Roman Reigns' pinfall loss at WrestleMania 41. This decision served to both satisfy ongoing narratives and set the stage for future developments, guaranteeing that WWE storytelling will continue to be dynamic and engaging. It appears that Roman Reigns may have retired his tribal chief persona at WrestleMania 41 following a devastating betrayal in his WWE career. Paul Heyman betrayed both CM Punk and Reigns, hitting them with consecutive low blows. In the end, Seth Rollins emerged victorious, but Roman may have had a rough outing at the show of shows. After the Robbery of the Century 2.0 bout, WWE revealed the full, uncut clip of what happened afterward, leaving Roman Reigns and CM Punk confused and speechless. However, some viewers noticed an Easter egg including previous. Paul Heyman betrayed Roman Reigns, and the undefeated champion abandoned his Ofala inside the ring, where he had stored it before the fight began. This seemed to be a hint that his tribal chief role, Roman Reigns, may be retiring. It's possible that Sarah, the tribal chief, met her demise when Roman Reigns left WrestleMania without the Ofala, marking the end of a 5-year reign that began with an emotional speech in which he inducted Heyman into the Hall of Fame. Reigns had previously said that the day wise men would no longer be on his side. The aforementioned perspective is still conjectural and unconfirmed. Legendary Bloodline manager. After WrestleMania, Paul Heyman betrayed both CM Punk and Roman Reigns. and the show came to a great close with his promise to be a wise man to them. But now, Armando Estrada, who was the manager of the late Maga and is now signed to a WWE Legends deal after his shocking betrayal, has offered Punk and Reigns his services. Estrada made the offer on his official X Twitter handle, suggesting that he might be available for a match in Chicago or elsewhere. Someone from the Samoan dynasty is looking to hire a manager for WrestleMania 41. Estrada commented, "After the shocking ending of the show, many possibilities have arisen. It will be exciting to see how Roman Reigns reacts to the shocking. After nearly 4 years of dominance, Roman Reigns seemed to say goodbye to the tribal chief persona following a shocking betrayal that left the WWE Universe speechless. The build-up to this moment had been going on for years, and no one could have predicted what unfolded at WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns was the unquestioned leader of the lineage, with Paul Heyman as his wise counsel and a rotating door of loyal family enforcers like the USOs. He was the tribe chief, head of the table, and ruler over WWE. Adam Fatu, Solo Sikoa, and most lately as WrestleMania 41 drew near, weaknesses in Reigns' family tree started to emerge, which threatened his legacy, control, and fearsome reputation. Jay fans thought a power change was on the horizon after USO and Jim Uso split away. Uso got hurt, and Sikoa went his own way, bringing in Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga to start his own bloodline. Roman Reigns was scheduled to defend his Universal Championship in the main event of WrestleMania 41 against Cody Rhodes, who had once again clawed his way to a title opportunity, while much of the hype was surrounding the tribal chief. However, everything changed when Rhodes was betrayed. Given that prepared to execute the last spear, the audience went into a frenzy, anticipating another interference in Roman's favor. But instead, the referee bumped him, and the battle descended into a terrible 35-minute epic. Paul Heyman appeared paralyzed as gasps resounded around the crowd as Solo struck Roman with the Samoan spike. The ring stopped as Cody pounced, delivered 3 crossroads, and pinned Reigns in the center of the ring. But what happened next was much more startling. At the end of the match, Roman's teammates Solo Sikoa and Jacob F stood over his lifeless body. Solo took the tribal necklace that had once belonged to the chief and placed it around his own neck, looking down on Roman with a mix of dominance and pity. The camera cut to Paul Heyman, who appeared torn between loyalty and sadness. Cody left the ring, giving Roman a rare opportunity in an industry that is built on constant momentum. As Roman slowly sat up, the crowd rose to their feet, and for the first time in years, Roman looked like a defeated leader, rather than the head of the table. After years of being deceived by his own family, he finally rose to his feet, made his way to the center of the ring, and took off his trademark red shirt, revealing the last emblem of the tribal chief. He cautiously placed it on the canvas, while the audience stared in stunned silence. Apart from his kin, his position, and the persona that had reshaped his reputation, Roman Reigns left the ring. Complete quiet with no sound whatsoever. Is this a full-on retirement of the persona? The betrayal? If WrestleMania 41 was the end of the tribal chief era, then it may also indicate something new for Roman Reigns and WWE's storytelling landscape as a whole.